Hey guys, so welcome back to the Void Cafe. Today it is me and Def, so Sylvie and Def.
Hello, hello.
We we are going to be watching Greylock by the creator Greylock. It's an analog horror series, and this is going to be the first installment of our hopefully long-term series called the Non-Liminal Chat,
Hmm.
where me, Def, and a group of friends eventually will all get together, react to analog horrors, ARGs, talk about them, kind of break them down, and see what the genres are all about. Like, see what makes them work, what makes them not work,
Yeah.
yada, 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 all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so just to recap, right? We're watching this and then we'll talk about what we liked, things that we might theorize. I mean, I think you know, obviously. I think you watched this, right? You've watched this before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything I'll be dragging you guys through, I've probably watched at least once, because,
I think on my side, I'll be theorizing about what I'm looking at and just like what I'm thinking through this
yeah.
story, if there is, a whole story to this.
And there is. I
Yeah.
will say that much. For Greylock, there is a story. What I'm gonna do, because I tend to get super excited and kind of like jump the gun.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm gonna react with you, but I'm not gonna really say anything. I could let you come up with the ideas,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
kind of just sit back and observe because I've already watched through all of this, as you can tell through
Yeah, I can see.
the playlist.
All
But
right.
yeah, let's jump into it.
Primary systems online. Meeting sequence complete. Emergency shutdown protocols disengaged. System is offline for time code 0106. Contact technician for assistance. Welcome to Single USA Enhanced Access Operations. Please enter your clearance credentials.
Who's trying to access?
Error. These credentials are not recognized.
Okay. Is
Clearance
that a
credential
guy?
requirement overridden. Administrator privileges granted. Welcome back. Unknown user ID. What would you like to do? Accessing archival storage form, GBI.
What is it saying?
Data
Fatal
extraction
error.
initiated. Data extraction, 10% complete. Data extraction, 4% complete.
Yeah. Fatal error. Definitely.
Data extraction, 80% complete.
4 to 80?
Data
Jesus Christ.
extraction complete. All data extracted to error, no.
Hold on, pause that. Pause. So, in my mind right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody somebody got into I'm thinking of very old like server storage or something like that. Like and welcome back unknown ID. I think that's a hack. It definitely was somebody hacking because
Yeah, they were
unknown ID
pretty
does
much
not
my
sound.
take. Yeah, my
Yeah,
take is yeah, they were brute forcing their way into the, security system to
yeah.
access these files for whatever reason.
Well, because I was about to like when she was saying "welcome back," I was about to be like, okay, well, listen to like who this is, unknown ID. Oh, that's just it's just going through its protocol,
Yeah.
obviously. But like, so it, so the thing was, it fucked up first. I think, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was brute forcing itself through. Maybe we just got to the end of its brute force through the system. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Will find. Mark my words, there is no good that can come from the pursuit of darkness. Let me read to you, dear believer, the words of the late brilliant Charles Spurgeon, who discussed this at
Okay, we're
length
on
in a
Christian
sermon on the
FM.
way back in 1864. quote, our adversary, the devil, goes about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. We are taught by our Lord Jesus to pray, do not lead us into temptation, but
Ooh,
deliver us from the
that's
evil one. What we are taught to seek or shun in prayer, we should equally
fire?
pursue or avoid in
No, light. It's
action.
just a light.
Very warily, therefore, should we endeavor to avoid temptation, seeking to walk in the path of obedience, so that we may never be guilty of tempting the devil to tempt us. We are not to enter the thicket in search of the lion. We may pay dear.
Okay. We're parking. This guy's Christian, I think. Or Catholic or something. Mormon, maybe. Just looking at trees. Oh, blood. Okay, we're following something. What do you see, bud? Wait, what did that? Wait, pause. What did that say? Probably didn't just.
So my personal thought on it is it may just be a distorted playback of the radio station we were listening to.
Very, very true. That might have been. You're probably right on that. Which I, if we're going down that route, right? I'm wondering if we're going down this idea that like God is a, a technological construct that people control or something. Where the blood and stuff comes in, I don't know. Very early on, obviously, I have no clue what the fuck's happening. But so far, my brain goes towards we're for some reason enwrapped in something Christian Catholic, you know, something. It was focusing on the devil in that Christian FM radio.
Mm-hmm.
So
So one thing I do want to point out, so when most analog horrors or ARGs start out, you'll be able to pick up on themes, obviously.
mm-hmm,
So right now, the major theme we're picking up is a religious vibe, mainly of Christian Catholic
mm-hmm,
like descent.
yeah,
Um, but as you're watching it, you see like a lot of weird like hints and like clues. Like there's a lot of red herrings at first because at least in my perspective, when you're trying to do something like scary, kind of like, ooh, what's happening? You want to be vague about what you want to do at first.
absolutely. I mean,
And, you know, at first you're not entirely sure how your project's gonna go. So,
and here there's many different ways to do like a good, horror aspect, right? Sometimes they go towards this route of showing you what it
mm-hmm,
is immediately. And doing that, I feel like it has its perks, right? For example, Five Nights at Freddy's did that really well.
mm-hmm.
Specifically the first game.
And I just want to like I'd like to point out before we continue on with this, but as we watch like the first few episodes, and it'll be like this for almost every ARG that we'll kind of break down and talk about. But at first, there's so many directions it's going.
Hmm.
As time goes on, it starts to narrow down because the creator is obviously figuring out the direction of the story they want to go to. There are some ARGs that I've watched that do the opposite,
Hmm.
where it feels like at first you're like, okay, it's heading in a good direction. Okay, it's very clear. We're not having to guess too much what we're doing, but as time goes on, it starts branching out, and you're like, okay, now I have more questions.
Yeah.
What's really going on? But just food for thought. Keep in mind like visual cues, audio cues, like all these little hints here and there. Try to find the persistent theme because there's going to be a lot of themes thrown at us throughout these series, but as you're watching it, just try to find reoccurring themes. So in this case, we keep hearing about religion and
Mm-hmm.
spirituality and stuff. So keep that in mind as we, push through.
Okay. We keep coming to this trail of blood in the snow. Reach the tree. And now the blood's not there. The fuck is that?
When we will come face to face with the devil himself, whether we intended to or not.
Oh,
dear
come face to
believer.
face.
We are
Okay.
drawn to him by our own hearts. In Matthew chapter 15, verse 19, it says, "For out of the heart come evil thoughts, murder, adultery, sexual immorality, theft, false witness, slander." There is a
Seeing,
shadow
dude.
nested deep, deep within our hearts, within our minds, in a place most people don't even know
That's a thing.
exists within themselves. The devil is going to call to those depths, dear believer. And though you may tremble before the beast, you should make it easier on yourself and accept what it is that he bestows upon you.
Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ, dude. Do not do this at home, kids. He's experienced professional. Yikes. So, okay, let's pause that real quick. So,
Yeah.
I know we're pausing and talking about this a lot.
No,
But I
no,
think
no, no.
I
This
think
is
that's
good. Yeah.
yeah. So he started flashing the lights, right? I don't know why, but my brain went to this guy's in the woods and he keeps it goes back and forth. Like it's like there's a dual dimension thing going on. Like a
Mm-hmm.
like it like a mirrored side versus, but then it focused in on that weird thing that was missing on the blood spot side when you went to the, I mean, in my mind, the quote unquote real world, right?
Mm-hmm.
It went, it focused in on that thing that was poking out of the tree or whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah, here, let me go back and I can
We can look at
we
that
can
because that looked,
When men pursue evil,
yeah, it was about
evil
middle
they
middle of
will
the road
find.
there.
Mark
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
my words.
It's not there. Oh, what is it? Oh,
there it is.
okay. Okay, pause.
the book. It looks like it's a
It kind of looks like a book, or like it kind of looks like a screen, like those
oh yeah.
old fucking screens. It looks like white noise
Yeah,
because
it
the
does.
colors are changing, right? Looks like white noise, dude.
Yeah, it's got
So
the
like,
reason why I thought it was a book is because you could see like the ridge here and
yeah,
then the whites and
which
then the discolor.
I can see it, but I'm also like, that's definitely white noise, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we will come
And then
face to face with the devil
the flickering,
himself,
dude.
whether we intend
That, I don't know why, but my brain thinks
we are drawn to him by our own hearts.
he's,
In Matthew chapter 15, verse 19, it says,
I don't
Okay,
know.
I'm gonna be honest. When that knock happened on the car window, it scared the crap out of me because I am wearing a headset that has that
No,
the
same.
full range capture. So it
Hmm.
sounded like it was right behind me,
Yeah.
and I, d- I don't have a camera, so I can't show you. But the room I'm in, there's one, two, three, four really big windows. So hearing a really thick knock, because where
Yeah.
I live, we have double paned windows, so it sounds like you're knocking on a car window when you
Hmm.
knock on them. Yeah, dude, when I heard that, I jumped. I was like, dear God, because it is on the side where there's a window.
Oh, dude. And so, but like, there was that thing on like the side of the road that looked like a creature. I don't know if you saw that as well.
Um, yeah, hold on.
slander.
I'm gonna I'm gonna point to what I thought was
There is a
something.
shadow nested deep, deep within.
So at
That
first
thing.
I thought right here,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 100%.
because what I saw was horns, arm, torso, legs.
Well,
But like
but it doesn't move, and I think,
it doesn't move. Another area of suspicion would be right here.
yeah. Well, and I think it's the case that you definitely want to like, and then there's also look. So you see that other splotch of like kind of very light green bush. Do you see that little
Right here.
black shadow that looks like it's peeking around the corner? A little to
Mm,
your left. Up, up.
right here.
No, no. Right where your mouse is. Under your mouse. Under your mouse now?
Oh,
That. Circle it. Circle it. Yeah, that area right there. Well, no, a little more down, but like it's a little smaller. Yeah,
oh,
that thing.
this. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, dude, that looks fucking suspicious. Like something looking around the fucking corner. But like there's got to be something here, right? I don't know.
Oh, well, why did it exit? Oop.
Because you double
Where?
clicked. You must have
Oh,
double clicked or something. Um, I don't
Within
know.
our hearts, within our minds, in a place most
But he
people
keeps fucking flashing the thing.
okay. So,
don't even know exists with.
I don't see a thing, dude.
hold on. So these are the two different light flicks.
Okay. I don't see anything. Nothing. Nothing changes.
Mm, mm, mm,
No.
mm, mm, mm.
Depths, dear believer. And though
I don't see a thing changing.
No.
But there are a
your
lot of
knees
like
tremble
things.
before the beast, you should make.
So
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
obviously,
Hold on. Look right here.
yeah.
The devil is gonna call to those depths, dear believer. And though you may
It's
tremble
slowly
before the
moving back
beast,
and forth.
you should make it easier
What?
on yourself
Watch.
and accept what
I
it
might
is
be
that
tweaking,
he
but
bestows upon you.
ah. So what I was seeing is, so this is like the light's not moving,
Mhm.
but look how the shadow here morphs throughout the. So see how it's up, right?
Mhm.
More pointy. Now
Oh,
it's not
it does
pointy,
kind of change.
and now it's more rounded, and then that's when
Weird.
the knock happens. It could, it,
And then
it
this thing scares me because it's almost like there's what I feel like it's now he's driving like, or maybe he's realized he's crossed through like a boundary or something, and now he's like just driving so fast trying to like
yeah,
get back out.
because there's, I don't know if it's part of the editing, like just to be scary, or if it's part of the story, but the radio's all messed up.
Yeah, no, that's definitely something that I noticed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, go for it.
Greetings, and welcome to the Preconditional Protocols and Orientation video system provided by Unit 13 as part of the United States Army and Project Stargate, created in partnership with Semiodyne
It's always the
USA.
fucking
On
United
behalf
States
of all of
Army.
us here at Unit 13, congratulations on your selection as one of our testing candidates. You likely have a lot of questions, and this video is designed to answer them all. First, let's go over some background information to provide you with the crucial context you'll need for a full understanding of what it is we're doing at Unit 13. We are sure you've heard
Unit
plenty of
13.
rumors surrounding what it is that we do, but we are willing to bet that most everything you've heard is wrong. Being a highly confidential part of Project Stargate, which you've already been briefed on, Unit 13 studies a revolutionary and promising area of parapsychology, thought forms. If you're unfamiliar with what thought forms are, that's okay. You're in the majority. So, what are thought forms? Through the ages, occultists and spiritualists, Tibetan monks to theosophists, have exercised the creation of what is sometimes referred to as a tulpa, otherwise known as a thought form. A thought form is the manifestation of a person's will, emotion, or other deeply psychologically energized state into a semi-physical form, existing as not only an extension of the person, but as its own independent and sentient entity. Thought forms are also able to be witnessed and experienced by third parties, and are not limited solely to the person who developed them. Thought forms have been formed to serve as familiars, companions, or even friends to those who conjure them. According to key literature, thought forms can be intentionally formed by a single person or multiple people, though they can be unintentionally formed as well. But they are always manifested through the deep will and focus of a person in a considerably heightened state of connectivity with their own consciousness. Traditional thought forms can vary widely in their level of influence in the real world. While they usually take physical formations eventually, their earliest stages are more apparitional in nature, with brief manifestations, though most often remaining as an unseen essence, much like a phantom or a ghost. At this phase, thought forms and ghosts are very similar in a number of ways. Individuals can make contact with them through communication devices, such as a Ouija board or through EVP sessions, while the thought form may respond through moving objects, manipulating electronics, or even speaking words and short phrases. Due to their striking similarities, a current theory established by Unit 13 suggests that what we know as ghosts may not be as common as we once believed. Rather than a deceased person's energy being left behind after death, it's possible, and indeed likely, that these paranormal entities are are actually thought forms that are unintentionally created by those individuals that the deceased has left behind, who spend inordinate amounts of time in deeply emotional states, where their mental capacity is largely occupied by a powerful focus on the departed individual. In other words, as these are the ideal conditions from which thought forms are born, people may very well create their own ghosts and hauntings. However, as more time and energy is invested into the development of the thought form, they begin to harness more influence on their environment, until eventually exhibiting a semi-permanent physical appearance, and, in due course, becoming as tangible as a living creature.
Oh my
This
god.
is where Unit 13's interest comes in. We've sought to answer a very important question. Can thought forms be created in a manner that would benefit American society and help keep American
Americans,
citizens safe?
can it be used for military force?
Unfortunately, the practice of intentionally creating a thought form by traditional methods would undoubtedly take years and years of developmental training. So, Project Stargate has enlisted a world-renowned authority in thought forms.
Okay, can we pause really quick? Right. Okay. So, theory here, just a theory, you know. Their ghosts are possibly thought forms. I like the idea of that because it's then this deep emotional or like mental focus on the person who's passed. It is it through grief you create a thought form, right? They're obviously, you know, America's like, oh, we want to use it to help society. It's not about helping society. It's about, you know, using it for military benefit, most likely. I could only imagine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially if it's something that they're keeping a secret. Okay, but I wonder if they're gonna do like experiments where it's quote unquote accidental death of a certain party or a certain person, right? And then they you know, when that happens, they take volunteers of grieving people to like do something else, but it's really they're trying to get a bunch of grieving people in one spot to create a thought form, which they're gonna fuck up. And if thought forms are reality in this universe, this is a like a genuine thing that they know exists already in this universe, right? Then they're going to create a monster, an amalgamation of multiple different griefs of different people of their own creation, which is going to hate the people who are doing this. I think. But I could be wrong.
That's a very, very that's a very sound theory for what information we have here.
Just a theory. A film theory. We'll miss you, Matt Pat. We'll miss you.
For real.
Grandpa Matt Pat. God damn. All right,
Alrighty.
you can continue.
Oversee a number of the operations related to Unit 13's work. His participation has been invaluable and has brought fruitful results to the project. Due to Unit 13 and Semiodyne USA's combined efforts, bringing together some of the most prestigious minds in the world, specializing in the sciences of the human consciousness, with cutting-edge technology and engineering methods, we've created a groundbreaking, proprietary invention. Introducing the Thought Form Manifester. The Thought Form Manifester is able to create truly independent and self-sustaining thought form entities from the minds of select, willing participants.
Willing participants.
Specific recesses of the human mind, thought forms can appear in virtually any configuration. They could look like a person, an object,
Oh
an
God,
animal, or
uncanny.
even something as abstract as the physical representation of an emotion. That being said, it's recommended to brace yourself before touring the thought form chambers, as thought forms can also take on appearances that could be considered disturbing, like a creature one might see in a childhood nightmare. There's no reason to be afraid, however. All thought forms are docile by nature, and while they may look or behave in a frightening manner,
I don't believe you.
making physical contact with the post-book education. Once your session in the thought form manifester is completed, your thought form will be securely transported directly into a containment chamber.
Can we just say how immediately as sus shit is being said, it starts glitching?
Yeah, and I feel like those are attention grabbers. And one thing I wanted to talk about, but I kind of let you go on your little
Yeah.
uh theory rant is notice how between the first episode how it's very animated, but it seems like to be an actual location,
Yeah.
but it's
Hmm.
very, it's animated. It seems generated in a
Hmm.
sense. And then the second one, it's an actual filmed thing, right? So
Hmm.
it's actual footage. But the location is eerie. It's not a normal location you'd see someone just casually strolling through. And the points of interest this person chooses to film, are places that you would never expect someone to like go up to. Like man straight up just walked up to random trees and
Yeah, things that
you
it would not have made sense.
And then now we are watching an animated VHS tape talking about the thought form analyzer and all that.
Hmm.
And I know this is kind of breaking away from the theories, but this is focusing more towards the creation of it because that's the way I'm looking at it right now
Hmm.
because I've already watched it. So like I don't want to say too much on theories.
Yeah, yeah.
I, I'm just listening to your theories, kind of letting you figure it out for yourself. But on my end, I'm thinking, okay, how did they make it this? How does this work? Like, what makes this scary?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
what are some key things? And you bringing up the audio glitches whenever they say something that seems off, it's definitely like an attention grabber. And
Hmm.
I feel like the creator could have done this to either make sure you pay attention to like a main key point, or it can act as a red herring as well.
Well, red
Like,
herring or, I mean, yeah, like it could definitely be the case that we are not focusing on like things that we might be seeing instead of we're focusing on now on the audio glitches instead of what we're seeing.
And will not be capable of causing you any issues. There are some very rare potential side effects that may result from your session. These side effects
Very
include increased
potential.
tiredness, loss of balance, dizziness, insomnia, vomiting, episodes of temporary amnesia, and mild hallucinations.
Mild.
These side effects, if present,
Yeah,
will
glitch
occur
rate on
within
mild.
72 hours of your session and are simply
Lies.
signs of your brain
Lies.
recalibrating to the real world. It is recommended you refrain from driving or operating heavy machinery for 72 hours after your session, even if you experience no side effects. None of these side effects should cause you any harm or overt stress, and former testing candidates who have experienced these side effects
Glitch on
reported
harm.
that they were very mild and merely a transient inconvenience. With all that out of the way, we are looking forward to your participation with Unit 13, and your time in the thought form manifester has been scheduled. However, there are several required mind exercises as a part of this video system that must be completed prior to your scheduled date in order to prime your consciousness and ensure the highest quality results. Please enter the video cassette labeled TF2, Waking Your Subconscious, now. This is the end of this tape.
Oh, unexpected visitors. Oh, shit. Somebody in their house. Okay, closing the door. Videotaping. Person's home. So we're the unexpected visitor. I see. It's terrible. Oh, that's just horrible. We see. Oh, he's looking for a way to open it. I see. We're trying to break in. Okay. Ooh. It's gonna see a fucking window or face through the window. I'm telling you. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Crouching. Oh, we're pulling it off. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. Oh, you're fucked, dude. Give me piece of shit. Oh, dude. There's not a guy staring down at you. I'm gonna be worried for this guy's ears. No fuck. What the fuck? Oh, we just heard a murder. Oh, of course we look at the moon. As you fucking murdered a dude.
I know this is like a really random pause, but I just wanted to state that I don't know what it is. I'm not like an expert at this stuff, but I have noticed in most ARGs, analog horrors, like one offs and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
the moon is always involved somehow. Like,
Yeah, it definitely looks like a full moon, or that doesn't even look like a real moon. But that
like
looks
in most, yeah,
weird.
like it, like in most cases, I feel like the moon, like the the depicting of the moon in some way, shape, or form adds a certain element to the ARGs, but I'm not sure what it is. Like, there's a significance to it, but I'm not quite sure, like, what the significance is. because in almost every analog horror I've seen, they always depict the moon in some way.
I'd like to thank my producer, my writers, my director, my friends,
Okay, Rap God.
and you, the ordinary people who made me what I am today.
Max Headroom premieres after Moonlighting.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Max Headroom was an actual TV show, and it used to creep my mom out.
This is not a test. All normal broadcasting has been discontinued during the emergency. This station will broadcast official information, news, and instruction for northern Berkshire County, Massachusetts, after the following tone.
Yeah.
At 3:34 a.m., Massachusetts State Police confirmed the presence of a potential group of active and unidentified home invaders who have targeted 49 residences since approximately 11:15 p.m. last night. The attacks appear to be random, spanning across the towns of North Adams, Cheshire, Savoy, and Windsor.
So, wait, you're probably gonna say something, right? I imagine.
No, I paused it because I felt like it'd probably be a good moment for you to.
Yeah. Well, because I thought with the whole talking about it was talking about the like what was it, the third tape 3. During tape 3 it was explaining the thought forms. So I think I might be right in the sense that they're gonna target, because it kind of looked like, I don't know, to me it kind of looked like an old person's home, you know, like very clean. There's not a lot of stuff going on. Maybe they're going after like these, or maybe they're just going after random people, killing them, and then, I mean, I think that's might be the case. I maybe there's something else with thought forms. Maybe after you create a thought form, maybe there's this like urge to kill. I don't know.
So my thought is um so they mentioned the thought form like analyzer.
Mm-hmm.
But the Unit 13 program, it is focused on people who are more susceptible to creating thought forms. Um and seeing that like what we just watched before this whole interruption, the emergency broadcast
Mm-hmm.
system, it seemed like an isolated attack, right?
Yeah.
But seeing that it's just like quote unquote like random like kidnappings and um home intrusions and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
what if it's not random but rather it is the Unit 13? They kind of have like hitmen and they're going out and they are kidnapping people that they suspect to be susceptible.
Is this kidnapping or like killings? Because that sounded like killings. That sounded definitely like somebody was killing.
Dying,
Yeah.
maybe, yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We could keep watching and figure that out
Yeah.
as we go on. But right now, my standpoint is I feel like this program is kidnapping people they believe are fitting for this experiment of creating thought forms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
But that's just
Yeah, let's finish this video.
Residents are urged to take the following actions immediately. Wake all occupants of your home. Lock all doors and windows. Close all curtains and blinds. Gather in a secure area of your home where multiple exits are available to prevent yourself from being cornered. Additionally, residents are urged to arm themselves with a blunt object or firearm if available and licensed. Only resort to self-protection if a suspect has entered your home, poses an active threat to you or your family, and you are unable to escape safely.
Oh shit. Oh my god. What the fuck? Why does it sound like there's a fucking monster outside? Oh, fuck me. Jesus. Yikes, dude. Okay. Wow. Wow. That was a good jump. That was a good jump scare right there. Well, cause
Did you
like,
see how many different kinds of faces there were? It's like
yeah,
the different stages of decomposition.
different stages of decomposition for sure. But I also think, cause yeah, there's bloody face, right? Yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
There's bloody face, rotted face, skeleton.
yeah. No, it was all that shit. That was nuts. Um, oh my god. But yeah, no, the glove, that 100% looked like they were prepared. This is not random. Absolutely not. This is a prepared attack. But God, I mean, obviously, I don't. I think this might be one of those things where they're creating people who are susceptible to being able to use like to create thought forms.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is,
that could definitely be. Yeah.
I think, in the end of this, I think, or like at the end of that, right? We had people screaming and running through the woods. I wonder if they're just they're making mayhem. They're just pushing mayhem on this town. And then kidnappings. I mean, they're probably just they're making a bunch of deaths. I think they're doing all. They're killing, they're
Yeah.
kidnapping, they're just torture, like they're just traumatizing
Yeah.
people, and they're getting all
So
of that happening, and it's going to create this city of traumatized people who are very possible to create thought forms, I think.
yeah, yeah. And that is a good theory. So it's instead of it being like one or the other, they're straight up just wreaking havoc on these guys.
Yeah.
Um, that 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 is very interesting because like because we know these thought forms are spawned in or conjured when intense emotional or mental like force is applied to a person.
Mm-hmm.
So they could either mentally conjure it or a very strong emotional like presence can accidentally conjure life forms or thought forms. That is a very interesting idea.
Well, and if I'm correct with the thing of they're going to be using this for military purposes, right?
Hmm.
Wouldn't it be best, instead of creating a thought form that's this peaceful entity, right? Creating a thought form based off of negative emotions would be the best use for military use, right?
Hmm.
So, because I feel like anybody in the military, you release a literal nightmare out into the fucking world, that's going to be issues, right? Like, dude, that was really cool. I liked that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're gonna pick up these tapes next time.
Yeah, so we're gonna wrap it up here. We'll definitely pick up from tape 5 in the next episode. Um, in the next episode, I will start off with our running theory, or I should say, Def's running theory and the notes I have gathered while watching this in terms of how they structured this and how this may apply to other analog horror stories as well,
Mhm.
and like my thoughts on what might make it work, what makes it fall short, you know,
Yeah.
like a
Yeah, this is
film
really good
critic
so far.
essentially. Yeah. Yeah, so far I'm enjoying this one. I chose this one on purpose because it's a good one.
Yeah.
It's it's short, sweet. It's only 11 episodes so far, and we made it about a quarter of the way through or a third of the way through,
Yeah.
watching 4 of the episodes.
And we can probably make 3 parts out of this, I believe.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
All right. So yeah, awesome. I,
yeah.
yeah, we'll see you next time. Soon.
Of course. See you guys later.
Bye bye.